Alright guys, welcome back here to LJ Reactions. First off the bat, I want to thank everybody who came in last night for the live stream. We had some fun in there. You guys kept me awake. Alright, it is 7... Hold on, move the microphone a little bit more up. It is 7:42 here on the East Coast after us going to bed around 12:35. I don't know how long this video is going to be, guys. Who knows? We're just going to ramble and ramble until we get all our thoughts out. Everything we want to get out of this video for WrestleMania 35. You guys can still see I'm kind of still sleepy, but I just want to get this out now so I can get it uploaded to you guys. Off the bat, Vince, you need to take Triple H's approach. I'm sorry. Next year, WrestleMania is going to be in my hometown, Tampa, Florida, and I plan on going. You need to take Triple H's approach, or you got option 2. First option, Triple H's approach. Not everybody. I don't care if they get pissed at you, Vince. You got to earn it throughout the year. You don't just show up the last month of the year like Dana Brooke. She gets thrown into the Battle Royal. You got to earn to be on WrestleMania. I don't care about this. Okay, it's WrestleMania. I got to pay you. You got to be on the show. No. You got to earn. Keyword, earn. Means you got to work your ass off the whole year. You got to earn to be on WrestleMania. Look at NXT. You tell me a Keith Lee, Roderick Strong, Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, who else was down in NXT that's really fucking good that was not on the show? There's a few names right there. For example, Tony Storm. You tell me Tony Storm didn't deserve to be on NXT fucking TakeOver in New York? You gotta earn to be on the show. There was only 5 matches for NXT. 5 matches. All were good. You gotta earn to be on WrestleMania. That's option 1. Option 2, you fucking make this shit start earlier. If you're gonna have everybody and their grandma, grandpappy on WrestleMania, start the damn show earlier if you wanna do that. Start the show at 5 o'clock. Start WrestleMania at 5 o'clock if that's what the fuck you're gonna do, Vince. By making us stay up to 12:30 at night and making us not give a shit about the main event. Which, I'm sorry, girls. You guys, you did the best you could do. It was some botches. We'll get into that. But I'm sorry. You can tell the crowd didn't give a fuck. I didn't give a fuck. I was like, let's end this fucking shit. And that's not your guys' fault, women. That's not your fault, Becky, Charlotte, or Ron. It's not your fault. That's Vince's fault for having this shit go on for, what was it, 5 hours and 24 minutes, reportedly? 5 hours and 24 minutes of wrestling. Not even counting the pre-show. 5 hours and 24 minutes. That's fucking ridiculous. That's fucking ridiculous. So you got 2 options, Vince. Start this shit earlier, or everybody doesn't deserve to be on WrestleMania. Or what you want to do? Everybody who we don't care about, put all them bitches in the fucking Battle Royal. You know what I'm saying? Baron Corbin, Kurt Angle, we could give a fuck about that. Samoa Joe, Rey Mysterio, then stay over, it's welcome. Finn Balor, Baron Corbin. No, I mean Finn Balor against Bobby Lashley. Besides the Demon entrance, it's the same shit we got on Raw every time he fought Bobby Lashley. Besides the Demon's entrance. Like, literally. So either you start this shit earlier, Vince, or break everybody's heart and say, for example, remember, was it WrestleMania 29? The Rock and John Cena were wrestling, they're about to come out, and this will be like a Divas match, and they got cut. Cut some shit. Break some fucking hearts backstage, and cut some fucking matches. You know what I'm saying? Because 5 hours and 24 minutes ain't fucking funny, bro. That shit is not fucking funny. People have work, people got school in the morning. And then imagine trying to get out of MetLife Stadium. Imagine trying to get out of MetLife Stadium last night after it ended at 12:30. Who knows what time you got home? 3 o'clock? With the New York traffic, you know what I'm saying? Who knows? So, it's a little intro right there. Oh, hold on. Before we get to everybody else. Besides Triple H and Batista, who got a grand WrestleMania entrance? I mean, you can say Charlotte Flair, but besides those 3, everybody else got fucking pyro. I mean, shit, you telling Roman Reigns he got more pyro? Roman Reigns got more pyro than Seth Rollins winning the fucking Universal title. So you can clearly tell who they still pushing, people. And you can tell, I heard also on Twitter, I saw some people saying they did mute Roman Reigns' entrance. They said it was like 65% booing of Roman Reigns. So, hey Roman, you're back to being booed already, brother. You're back to already being booed already. And he got more pyro than Seth Rollins beating Brock Lesnar. What kind of shit is that, Vince? How does Roman Reigns, who's not in the main event, didn't fight for a major belt, got more pyro than the guy who just beat Brock Lesnar. A job that you couldn't do, Roman. And Seth got less pyro than Roman Reigns. Oh, shit, man. Guys, I don't know. Get some water. Get something to eat. It's going to be a long fucking review. After the break, we'll be back here to dissect every fucking thing that was on this 5 hours and 24 minute show of WrestleMania. Catch you guys right after the break. Alright, let's go ahead and get through this pre-show shit first. And then we'll kick off with breaking down all these fucking matches and where the fuck we see this shit going. Which, I'm surprised. Money in the Bank is the first pay-per-view after the year. I like that. I like Money in the Bank being the first WWE pay-per-view after WrestleMania. I have no problem with that. That's like, for example, let's just say you have your Super Bowl. After the Super Bowl, you get right to the NFL Draft. NFL Draft is almost looked forward to as much as the Super Bowl. You can say that is because you're looking like, who the fuck is my team going to fucking get? So, I was hyped about that shit, saying, okay, Money in the Bank is after WrestleMania, which I have no issue with that. I heard some people saying that's an issue. How's that an issue? That means, listen, you're getting after WrestleMania, you're going to have the brand split draft, and then boom, you're into Money in the Bank. That's a good way to continue your hype from WrestleMania. I like that. Now, let's get into this Cruiserweight match, which was, looked like it was the first match on the show. That was the Cruiserweight title. I'm sitting here from the breakdown, because I did not watch the pre-show. Because I got home late from work, and I didn't have time to watch the pre-show, so I said, fuck the pre-show. It looked like, we were looking at the results, it was like a, fuck the pre-show. You know what I'm saying? So, Tony Nese did defeat Buddy Murphy, which I'm happy about that, because Buddy Murphy's been really fucking good since he won the Cruiserweight title. And you know what? He could be a person that maybe gets called up to SmackDown or Raw. Or like Mustafa Ali's doing fucking good. I would not mind seeing Cedric Alexander be called up either. He's another person that you could put in the IC title picture. Cedric Alexander versus Finn Balor, or Buddy Murphy versus Finn Balor, or Buddy Murphy versus Samoa Joe. So Buddy Murphy's been fucking really good down there in 205 Live. So having him lose to Tony Nese could be a blessing. He get calls up to the Big Show, or you know what? Fuck it. Buddy Murphy and Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss is Buddy Murphy's fucking manager, since Alexa Bliss is not wrestling right now still. I don't know why she's not wrestling. Maybe they just don't want her to wrestle right now, even though her concussion was like how long ago? She wrestled at Elimination Chamber, so maybe they just don't want her to wrestle right now. Or Buddy Murphy paired with his wife as his manager. That would be pretty cool. But Tony Nese defeats Buddy Murphy. I'll probably go back and watch it. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. But I know Tony Nese did beat Buddy Murphy, and maybe Buddy Murphy should be called up, along with Cedric Alexander, to the main roster. Now, as far as this Battle Royal here, bro, for the women. Okay, listen to this shit here, people. What has Carmella done? Listen here. This is going to be a theme here tonight, people, with the pre-show. I guess because if you're fucking from New York, you got to fucking win on the fucking pre-show. Tony Nese is from New York. Carmella's from New York. So Carmella wins the Battle Royal, which, again, has no bearings, has no interest, has nothing on the line. Why not have a number one contendership on the line for these pointless-ass Battle Royals? To give something to the Battle Royal. Why not have, hey, you win the Battle Royal, you get a number one contendership to choose whoever you want to face. Do something like that. Because you're going to have these pointless-ass shits. So, Carmella wins the Battle Royal. Ember Moon comes back. Ember Moon gets eliminated by Lana. Asuka gets eliminated. Like, if you're going to have somebody win, why can't my goddess Mandy Rose fucking win? Like, if you're going to give it to Carmella, who's done nothing since since James Ellsworth split up with her. She lost the women's title. Now she's a 7-second dance fucking break, which nobody gave a fuck about last night. Because, again, we were trying to get to the fucking main event. So we could give two shits about a 7-second dance break at fucking, 11:40 last night when he fucking came out? Who cares? Carmella won the damn Battle Royal in the pre-show. I guess, again, if you're from fucking New York, you won the fucking pre-show matches. Next went into the Revival getting fucking jobbed out to fucking Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder. Like, okay. We had the whole issue with Bret Hart last night at the Hall of Fame. So, I was thinking, it's like, okay, maybe Vince McMahon's like, you know what? I like that dude. Was it Dash Wilder who fucking punched him in the face? Maybe Vince was going to say, you know what, Revival, Dash Wilder, you stepped up. You did the fucking right thing last night at the Hall of Fame. You know what? I'll have you guys beat Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins. Nope. Vince said, fuck that shit. You've been talking so much shit on the internet. You want to go to AEW? I'm going to have you guys job out to the fucking Kurt Hawkins, who has not won a match in how long? and Zack Ryder, who've been tagging for like 2 or 3 weeks. So, you didn't want Aleister Black and Ricochet to win, but you gave the belts to Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins. Revival, what do you got? You got another whole year until you can go to AEW, bros? See you in AEW after next May. Men's Battle Royal, I give a 2 shits about the Men's Battle Royal. Braun Strowman won that bitch. Means nothing to Braun Strowman. Now, let's get into this main show. We're going to go match by match. What I see going on after each match. What I see the feuds happening. Alright, we kick off this WrestleMania. Alexa Bliss comes out.
This might answer your question. Come Out is a 1966
Alexa,
piece by America.
Shut the fuck up. Thank you. Sorry about that, guys. We'll get some water first. Alright. So Bliss comes out. I don't want her to keep going fucking off. Bliss comes out, kicks off WrestleMania and says, I can make a magical moment at the snap of my fingers. So she snaps her fucking fingers. And of all the legends they had fucking backstage, you pick fucking Hulk Hogan. Oh, I didn't give a fuck. They gave a fuck. I didn't give a fuck. I didn't care to see Hulk Hogan. I really didn't give a fuck. So we enter WrestleMania with Bliss and Hogan, led by Yolanda Adams, doing a great fucking job for American the Beautiful. That led us to Paul Heyman coming the fuck out. Now I was like, when I was at fucking work in line trying to board people, I'm like, fucking Paul Heyman coming out fucking now. Now again, guys, my match order for WrestleMania, I had chose The Miz and Seth Rollins to kick off. Oh my gosh. The Miz and Shane McMahon. The Miz and Seth Rollins with that. They didn't have a good IC match last year, so that's why it's stuck in my head. But I had The Miz and Shane McMahon to kick off WrestleMania in my match order. But Vince McMahon said, you know what? You guys been talking a lot of shit about the Universal title, but you guys not giving a flying fuck about this build for the Universal title. So why not have a shocking way to kick off WrestleMania than having Seth Rollins beat Brock Lesnar? Because the crowd, they didn't give a fuck about the build to the match. So let's just get this shit over with. Let's just send Brock Lesnar back on his way to the back of his farm in Minnesota and have Seth Rollins win and get the fuck out of here with this shit. So I was surprised. Again, my prediction, which we'll go through these predictions again, I had Brock Lesnar winning because I didn't think Vince McMahon had the fucking balls to have all 3 babyface win at WrestleMania. Because you know Vince has to do some fucked up fuckery on WrestleMania. So I was like, you know what? I don't think Vince is going to have the balls to have all 3 people win. So, news came out about the Saudi Arabia show being pushed back until June. So when I heard that shit, I was like, okay, the show's being pushed back until June. Lesnar's supposed to be working the Saudi Arabia show in June. Maybe Seth will win now. So I was like, alright, I'm going with Seth Rollins. All because of the Saudi Arabia show. Because again, Brock is scheduled to work the Saudi Arabia show. Because it originally was going to be after WrestleMania, it was going to be the next show, was going to be the Saudi Arabia show. So I was like, okay, I'm going with Brock Lesnar. There's no way Seth's going to win here. But, all due to a Saudi Arabia show, you can see how some changes happened last night. So Seth Rollins did beat Brock Lesnar. Listen here, people. If you've seen a Brock Lesnar match, you've seen it fucking all. It's literally 3 minutes of Brock suplexing somebody or beating the shit out of somebody. And then the match started. It was only 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Seth pretty much low-blowed Brock Lesnar when the referee had his back turned. They hit 3 curb stomps. He beats Brock Lesnar. The belt's back on Monday Night Raw. That's a good thing. Seth Rollins is champion. For how long? With the Roman Empire back in full effect. How long will Seth Rollins be champion? We're about to find out. Seth beats Brock Lesnar. Next, we go into the match which I thought was going to open WrestleMania after hearing that since it wasn't going to be The Miz and Shane, I was like, okay, maybe it'll be AJ and Randy Orton. But again, we kicked off with Brock losing to Seth Rollins. So, before we get into this AJ Randy Orton thing, this is like the 3rd WrestleMania in a fucking row. They have this fucking orange light blocking people. Vince, stop with this orange fucking light blocking people. Because I saw Randy Orton tweeted out. I saw my friend Frank Manza, who was there at the show. What's with the orange light blocking your fucking fans? This is 3 years in a row now. It happened at Orlando last year and this year now. What's with the orange light? Why do you need orange light effect anyways? So, again, on Twitter, Randy Orton did tweet out, He apologized to the fans who missed 95% of the match because of the orange light. Vince, stop with the orange fucking light, people. Please, you don't need the orange light. You don't need the orange light. Alright. AJ versus Randy Orton. Again, I had Randy Orton beating AJ Styles. Another shocking swerve. No, not a shocking swerve. Again, I thought AJ could win, but I thought Randy Orton was going to win because, again, the storyline was going to continue. Maybe both of these men will be in the Money in the Bank ladder match, which I suspect they'll probably both be in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Like, why would they not be in the Money in the Bank ladder match? But Randy Orton did defeat AJ Styles. It was a good match. It was not the best they can both do, but it was a good, slow, old school paced match. I'm going to start to give my ratings soon, but it was a good, slow-paced match. I know both men can do fucking better, but AJ did get the win, so I'm happy with AJ getting the win. Now, if you guys want me to rate these matches, I'm going to go... I'll save it to the end of how I think about the show overall as a rating. I'm not going to rate these fucking matches, but I'll give you guys my match of the night when I get to it. I'll let you guys know. But AJ did beat Randy Orton. Again, it was a slow-paced, old-school type of match. Good... Not great. Both men can do fucking better. We know that shit. Usos defending their SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships against Nakamura, Rusev, The Bar, Ricochet, and Aleister Black. Issue here before we start this fucking match. Why the fuck did you remove the laser lights from Ricochet's entrance? I saw that shit happen on Monday. I was like, no, maybe that was just the arena. Maybe the arena couldn't have the laser lights. Then we get to WrestleMania. We had Finn Balor had laser lights. Kurt Angle had fucking laser lights. But Ricochet, what was one of the best things about his entrance on NXT was the laser light. When he goes like this and the laser lights come down. Vince, why did you take away laser lights from Ricochet? Why? And now Aleister Black has this fucking creaking noise when he comes up from the fucking coffin. For what? Do you like to ruin everything that Triple H does at NXT, Vince? Is that what your main goal is to do? Say, you know what? I'm going to fuck with everything that my nephew does in NXT. Or my son-in-law. Not nephew. Fuck. Son-in-law. Is your goal to fuck with everything that your son-in-law does fucking good at NXT? Is that your goal? Fuck, Vince. But anyways, here. Again, the one positive when this match started, I was like, you know what? They're getting a little bit of good time here. Compared to last year, the Usos got 3 minutes last year at WrestleMania? But the positive start about WrestleMania, the first 3 matches leading to this was the tag team title match was like, oh shit, everybody's getting a little bit of time here. I like this shit. It was a good tag team title match. Good, as far as main roster goes, it was a good tag team title match here. The Usos win. Of course, Usos just re-signed a new deal. The Usos gotta fucking win here, man. I mean, shit, you can't have the Usos lose to Ricochet and Aleister Black, who are both gonna be split up after the draft. The Bar, who gives a fuck about them? You're not giving the belts to Rusev and Nakamura, we know that, so who gives a fuck about them? So the Usos have to fucking win here. They had to win. Good match. Good match. Next, we get on to the best in the world! Shane McMahon! The best in the world, Shane McMahon versus The Miz here, which I thought would open the show. It did not. Going to the match, I picked The Miz. Miz does not win here. Hopefully this does not continue. Please, let this be the only match Shane McMahon can go back to being the best in the world. Shane McMahon can go back to being backstage stuff or back to being GM. One was enough. Don't need to see this match again, ever again. But as far as WrestleMania goes, it was a pretty damn good match. I was surprised. Because you know what? The Miz is a babyface. So you're like, okay, what can The Miz do as a babyface? But, listen, the match started out kind of slow. But as soon as Miz's dad came in the fucking ring to stop Shane from doing the elbow drop off the top rope through the table. And then Shane knocked out Miz's dad, beat his ass up. Which is kind of funny. Kind of fucking chuckled. I was like, Shane, get his ass, Shane! Get his ass, Shane! But, as soon as the Miz got back up, out from being beat up and started attacking Shane, then the fucking match picked up. the match picked up. We had some outside ring spots. We had the Miz using the fucking monitor onto Shane, beating the fuck out of him. We saw some stiff chair shots. We saw Shane fall from the fucking, I don't say with the balcony, but that outside ring area. He fell down one level to the golf cart. We saw them climb the fucking big ass fucking camera stanchion up there. They did some work up there. We saw the big suplex from the stanchion. It was about 15 feet down to the blow up mattress, and then the Miz ends up losing because Shane McMahon, the best in the world, had his shoulders on top of the Miz, and Shane ends up pinning the Miz 1, 2, 3. As far as the falls count anywhere, as far as I thought they were gonna do, they did a pretty damn good job. They lived up, actually surpassed my expectations. They actually did, but Shane beat the Miz, pretty damn good match. On to the next match here. On to the fucking women's tag team title match, which this is when this is when people started to bitch. Now, am I mad with the outcome of the women's tag team title match? No, because of what happened in the main event. If they're gonna merge both belts and we get just one belt, now look here. If we do not get them merging both belts, and it comes one belt, then I'll bitch and complain. Because I've been fucking stupid to take the belts off of Sasha and Bayley if you're not going to merge both belts and give us one women's title. That will let me know. Then I'll be pissed. As of right now, I don't know if they're going to merge both belts or just... We'll see what the fucking happens tonight. But as of right now, I'm going to leave my expectations as to them merging both belts and we get one women's title tomorrow night. So, I'm going to go with that. If that happens, I'm okay with Sasha and Bayley losing because, again, you want to add more women to the division so somebody can fight Becky Lynch. Because I can't just fucking keep watching Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch for another fucking 4 months. I cannot watch that shit. I need some new women I need some new women. I need to see Sasha versus Bayley. I need to see Sasha versus Becky. I need to see Bayley versus Becky. Shit! Give me more women! So, I'm going to leave with that expectation as I'm going to merge both women's belts. So, I'm okay with Sasha and Bayley losing the women's tag team titles. But if it was my choice of who was even going to be in this fucking match, take out fucking Nia Jackson, fucking Tamina. Put in the fucking Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. Give my damn girl Mandy Rose some damn gold. Damn, my girl Mandy Rose needs some damn gold around the waist. But as far as who won here, I'm okay with the Iconics winning. If you're going to merge both women's belts, I'm okay with the Iconics winning. As far as the match, I can give two shits about the match. The match was fucking terrible. Next, Iconics won the women's tag team titles for you guys, but I did not give a fuck about it. It was fucking terrible. Alright, people. This is when WrestleMania started taking a fucking dip. And this is when I told you fucking guys last week on my preview predictions. Becky Lynch and the women had lost steam going into Mania with the over fucking booking, their suspending of Becky Lynch, bringing her back, suspending her, replacing her with Charlotte Flair. All this bullshit led to this shit here happening with Kofi and Daniel Bryan. And I told you guys, going to my preview predictions, the only match that had storyline build that was worthy of being the main event was Kofi and Daniel Bryan. And you saw it fucking happen in the main event. You saw what happened here with Kofi Kingston. The fucking crowd was into every fucking thing with Kofi Kingston. The fucking crowd made this fucking match. Listen here. This is the fucking match of the night. I would give this close 5 stars, but I'll give it the 4.5. It was the best match on WrestleMania, which I thought it was going to be the best match on WrestleMania because I knew what was going to happen. This should have been the main event. I told you guys last week in my preview predictions, Kofi and Daniel Bryan. No offense to the fucking women, but as far as storytelling, as far as the fucking crowd being tired and out of it after fucking 5 hours, Kofi and Daniel should have been the main event. I said it last week. You saw it fucking happen in the main event. You saw it happen in the Kofi Kingston's match. After Kofi Kingston beat Daniel Bryan, we were up here. We were at a solid 9. As far as the stuff well, you know what? After Iconics fucking beat Sasha and Bailey, people were starting bitch and moan. So we'll remove from our high of a 9 to we're released at 8. We were at an 8 as far as WrestleMania being fucking at an 8. Okay? Kofi beats Daniel Bryan in a fucking great fucking match. Vince tried to fucking tease me and shit with the New Day probably turning on fucking Kofi Kingston. I was like, don't tease me with that shit. Don't tease me with fucking Kofi being turned on by the New Day. We gotta give Kofi Kingston this fucking win. So Kofi and Daniel Bryan had a fucking... Listen here, man. Daniel Bryan plays his fucking role as a fucking heel. Fucking fantastic. He's fucking fantastic as a heel, man. Fucking love Daniel Bryan as a heel. Kofi and Daniel Bryan, dude. If you want to go back and watch anything from WrestleMania, go back and watch Kofi and Daniel Bryan. You will not regret one fucking moment from it, people. Fucking great match. I mean, what? It was a great match. Kofi beats Daniel Bryan. We get the new Daniel Bryan's Daniel Bryan's old belt. The New Day say, "Fuck that shit. Get that shit the fucking out of here." We bring Kofi back The Rock's WWE title belt that The Rock introduced. We bring that shit back with the Kofi side plates. We had Kofi's kids coming to fucking ring. We had the fucking pyro going off and shit. The first ever. Listen here. The Rock is Samoan and fucking half black. He's not full black. Okay? Kofi Kingston is the first black WWE champion ever in the fucking company's history. This should have been the fucking main event. I'm going to come back to this again and tell you guys. This should have been the fucking main event. Sorry, women, but this should have been the main event. Kofi and Bryan, 4.5 stars. 4.5 stars. That led us to have Samoa Joe squash Rey Mysterio. Keep the belt, because we know Rey Mysterio was injured. So it was a quick squash here. Samoa Joe beats Rey Mysterio for the U.S. title. He keeps the U.S. belt. After Joe squashes Rey Mysterio to keep the U.S. title belt, that led us into Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre, people. That led us into Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. I'm not going to have no nice things to say about this match, people. If you guys like Roman Reigns and you're going to boo me and don't dislike the video after I tell you guys what I feel about this shit here, this is why Roman Reigns needs to turn fucking heel. As a babyface, he is boring as fucking shit. No disrespect to you, Joe. I'm happy you came back for your cancer, but as a babyface, you are boring as fucking shit, bro. I am sorry. You are boring as fucking shit as a babyface, bro. I am sorry. But you are boring as shit as a babyface. Sorry, bro. But you're just boring as shit. Drew McIntyre, interest was fucking good. Roman Reigns getting more pyro than Seth Rollins beating Brock Lesnar. Still, that's stunning. That still just tells you they're pushing this guy as the number one guy in the fucking company. Ain't nothing changed. We're still playing the Roman Reigns fucking game as the number one guy in the fucking company. Nothing changed here, people. I seen video again of the WrestleMania entrance Roman Reigns. There was more booing than what you were led on to. They did dumb down the fucking microphones because they don't want to have their precious Roman Reigns to get being booed out of the building again. But there was a lot of boos. It was about, say, again, at least 70-30. The match, dude, if you've seen a Roman Reigns match, you've seen them fucking all. He beats Drew McIntyre. Next. After Roman Reigns beating Drew McIntyre, I see a lot of backlash towards John Cena, okay? Listen here, I don't give a fuck if the guy's from fucking Boston. I don't care. When John Cena used to play the Dr. Thugonomics gimmick, his gimmick was wherever city he was in, he would wear the old school jersey or whoever was the most popular at the fucking time. If they were in fucking LA, he would wear a Kobe jersey. If they were in fucking Sacramento, he would wear a fucking Chris Webber jersey. If they were in fucking Miami, he would wear a fucking Dan Marino jersey. That's what the Doctor of Thugonomics used to do. And for you guys to boo him being wearing a Babe Ruth jersey, listen here. I'm happy we got the old school Dr. Thugonomics, which was everybody used to love about John Cena. And to have you guys fucking line being booing him because he wore Babe Ruth. Listen here. It's a WrestleMania moment. Okay? Will you go back and watch John Cena as the Dr. Thugonomics? Yes, I would. I liked it. I enjoyed it. He interrupted Elias, gave him an AA, had some good time on the microphone. Cool, good. Next. Next was Triple H and Batista, which, again, another surprising. I mean, listen here. They did the best they could do as two. Hold up, Alexa. How old is Batista?
Dave Bautista is 50 years old.
Thank you, Alexa.
He was born.
How old is Triple H?
Dave Bautista is 50 years old.
Alexa.
He was born.
How old is Triple H?
Paul Levesque is 49 years old.
All right, thank you, Alexa.
He was born on July 27th, 1969.
Alexa. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, Batista's 50, Triple H is 49. They did the best they could do as being two old guys. They did, they did the best they could do as two old guys. Triple H beats Batista, which, whoever fucking picked Batista to beat Triple H, are you fucking stupid? Do you really think Triple H is going to fucking retire? If he was going to retire, he'd probably be in the fucking main event knowing Triple H, bro. Ain't no way he'll be going to retire midway through WrestleMania. Fuck out of here. But they did the best they could do as two 50-year-olds almost. Okay? Next. Listen to Kurt Angle against fucking Baron Corbin, which I could give two fucking shits about. And for people who bitching about Kurt Angle losing to Baron Corbin, like, I mean, who cares, really? I mean, yes, Kurt Angle beat Samoa Joe, he beat Chad Gable, he beat Apollo Crews, but he lost to Baron Corbin. I could give two fucks, because you know why I give two fucks, guys? Because guess what? Tomorrow night, Monday Night Raw, they're probably not going to do shit with Baron Corbin. He's probably going to still be in the mid-card level, losing to Finn Balor for the IC title. So, who gives a fuck? Next! Next was Finn Balor versus Bobby Lashley. If you've seen them wrestle on Monday Night Raw, the only different thing you had here was Finn Balor's dressed with the demon gear. That's it. It's the same match we get on Monday Night Raw every Monday, except for Finn Balor had some demon gear on, and he beats Bobby Lashley. Who gives a fuck? Next. Next thing here was a stupid 7-second dance break, which I could give two fuck shits about. Next. Now, the rest of the video here is going to be dedicated to this. We got some news here on far as Ronda Rousey and Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair. Now, interests. My girl Charlotte Flair came out in the fucking helicopter, landed at MetLife Stadium, had the fucking red carpet rolled out, walked her ass into the MetLife Stadium. Cool. Joan Jett playing Ronda Rousey down to the ring. Cool. Becky Lynch coming out with nothing. So you have Charlotte Flair flies in a fucking helicopter. Ronda Rousey gets music played out to the ring. Becky Lynch gets just her fucking smoke back. That's it. Oh my god, people. Alright, we're about to dissect this shit through and throughout. Okay? We'll get to spots in the match. We'll get to things in the match. Because there was some news which I heard. Because I was like, if you look at that ending to the match, you're like, did they botch the fucking ending or not? We're gonna get to that shit in a minute. But at this time and moment, it was already 12 o'clock at midnight. Alright, people? 12 o'clock at midnight on the East Coast. I don't want to disrespect the women, but the crowd was just like, can we just get to the end? After 5 hours of WrestleMania, can we just get to the end? That's how I was. That's how the attendance was. The crowd, listen, dude, Vince, again, you hurt your own fucking WrestleMania by having shit too long, having too many matches, like I said, because we got to this point and the crowd was like, just get to the end. Can we just get to the end of WrestleMania? Because, again, the crowd was not into the match as you thought they would be, because, again, it was too fucking long. This is why we needed a singles match. That's why we needed one-on-one Becky versus Ronda. We needed one-on-one. The crowd was tired. The crowd was drained. Kofi Kingston should have been the main event. For example, if you switch... Listen here. If you're going to have all three women... If you're going to have all three faces win, you should have switched it up. If Kofi and Daniel Bryan would have been the main event, they would have been still hyped. There would have been Kofi Mania going out of that building chanting Kofi Mania. Still at 12 o'clock at night. But the women went on last. They were tired. They were fatigued. They wanted to see the end. The crowd was not as hot as we were for Kofi Kingston in the middle of the night. Because we wanted to see Kofi win. We wanted to see something different. As far as Becky Lynch winning, we've seen Becky win SmackDown Women's title, have we not? We've seen Becky hold the SmackDown Women's title at least, twice? This is now the third time holding the belt. but we've never seen Kofi Kingston beat Daniel Bryan. We've never seen Kofi Kingston win a WWE title. Never, ever. As far as first times ever, Kofi Kingston winning the fucking WWE title. The first time ever a black man ever won a damn title. Should have been the main event. Let's get into the match, people. It was sloppy at times. Again, stop with the fucking table spots. Stop with the fucking women's table spots. Unless you're coming off the fucking top rope, then you do not break through tables. You the guys do not break through tables. Stop with the fucking table spots. I'm not gonna lie here. Ronda Rousey was battered and bruised. My girl she sold pretty good. My girl Ronda sold pretty good. Charlotte Flair was cut up and shit too. But this match was sloppy. It was rushed. It was not first time ever. It took a shit on your first time ever, as far as my mind. It took a shit on first time ever. It was sloppy. It was rushed. There was botches. I just feel bad for them in the spot they were in, man. Because, again, the crowd was tired. I mean, I'm sure if the crowd was more into the match, it would have given them more juice, more energy to do more stuff. But here the crowd is not so enthusiastic as they thought they were going to be. Maybe took a hurt onto the match and maybe made it a little bit more botchy, maybe a little bit more rushed. But let's get to the end spot here, because people, this is what we're talking about. That was not the end it was supposed to be. Becky was supposed to tap out Charlotte Flair at the end. But we ended up getting Becky pinning Ronda Rousey, which Ronda was supposed to kick out of that move, but Becky did not let her kick out. I don't know, people. If that was the end result, is what it is. It really is not going to hurt Ronda Rousey if that was not the end finish and Becky was supposed to make Charlotte Flair tap out. Cool. Having Ronda being pinned by Becky is not going to hurt her at all, in my opinion. It won't hurt her at all. She's still the baddest bitch on the planet. She's still going to be Ronda fucking Rousey. Now, as far as we're going to go with this, again, if they're merging both belts, if they're going to merge both belts, you got to introduce Becky and Sasha, Bayley. You're going to have, I heard Vince wants Rhea Ripley. Cool. If you're going to bring up Rhea Ripley, okay, you would have Rhea Ripley, Sasha, Bayley, Charlotte, Riot Squad, Ruby Riot, and improving Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Asuka, Naomi. Maybe you bring up Shayna Baszler. That's about 10 women deep for Becky Lynch. She'll have 10 legitimate challengers going forward. She can go between Raw, she can go between SmackDown. That will be cool. But if you do not fucking merge these fucking belts, this would be a waste of WrestleMania. We would have wasted almost 2 months of build if you do not merge these fucking belts. I swear to God, Vince, if you do not merge these belts, this will be a wasted 2 months. This will be a wasted of build of WrestleMania. You will have taken away Kofi Kingston main eventing WrestleMania if you do not merge these belts. Because that was the only legit match that was worthy of being WrestleMania main event, as far as my opinion. Kofi and Daniel Bryan was the true WrestleMania main event, and that hurt the show. That hurt the show because after Kofi winning, what else topped it? Nothing topped Kofi Kingston beating Daniel Bryan. Nothing. Everything else was just filler at that point. So, you better merge both fucking belts tomorrow night on Raw to have us have a feeling that we were worth wasting another almost 2 hours of our life if you do not merge these belts. Because after Kofi winning, in my opinion, it didn't feel like WrestleMania. Nothing else on the show felt like WrestleMania after Kofi winning. That was the true WrestleMania moment, in my opinion, was Kofi Kingston winning. So, it has the same kind of effect to me that had Undertaker and Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 25. After Taker and Michaels, I didn't give a fuck about anything else in WrestleMania 25. Nothing. So, Vince, you better merge these belts tomorrow night on Raw. Because if not, you took away Kofi Kingston's moment of main eventing WrestleMania and beating Daniel Bryan and have the true go home that we wanted, which was Kofi winning the belt, holding the belt up at the end of the night, fireworks going off at the end of the show, and Kofi holding up the belt. That was a WrestleMania moment. Nothing else on this show outside of Kofi Kingston winning, Seth Rollins winning, Becky winning. You had all three faces winning. Because why? Because you had no fucking choice but to make all three babyface winning. Because why? because your product is so fucking bullshit that you were forced to give all the faces wins because you were forced because of my show so shitty. I have to make the crowd feel happy, so let me have all 3 faces win. You were forced to, Vince. Now, as far as my WrestleMania rating and will I give the show, after going back and forth and going over everything, let's just say this though, it was better than fucking last year's show. It was better than last year. Now, I'm going to put in effect of the link of the show, the placement of all the matches, and the outcomes. So, as far as my overall rating, I slept on it. I just reviewed it again. I'm going to give this show... I'm going to give it a... As far as right now, because again, this will depend on tonight's Raw, if they're going to merge the belts. But, as of right now, as my feel, my enjoyment, I'll give it a C+. Now, that may be kind of low for some people, but I'm going to give WrestleMania a C+, due to the length of the show. Again, 5 hours and 24 minutes is too fucking long. It's too long. And again, after Kofi winning, it just zapped the energy out of the crowd. Because look, let's go back down the list. Let me just scroll back down for you guys so you guys can see what happened after Kofi won. You were like, fuck. That's it. There was nothing else that was like, okay, I gotta stay awake. I mean, like, after Kofi won, we were just looking forward to really the main event, in my opinion. I was looking towards the main event. So let's break this down. Let's break this down for you guys. After Kofi beat Daniel Bryan, we had Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio, which was a squash match. Did I get you back invested? No. After Samoa Joe beat Rey Mysterio, what was next? Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. Fucking boring as shit. No, I was not invested in that. After Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre was John Cena. That was good. It was cool. I liked it. After that, we had Triple H versus Batista. Good. After that, we had what? Kurt Angle versus Baron Corbin. Fucking cares. Then led to Finn Balor versus Baron Corbin. Who the fuck cares? Then was the main event. So after Kofi Kingston, you had 2 segments to the main event. That was it. So after Kofi beat Daniel Bryan, you were left with John Cena, Triple H versus Batista. Everything else in the middle there was fucking bullshit. And we wasted 2 more hours to get to the main event. So the crowd was like, fuck, get to something important. So I'm giving WrestleMania a C+. Let me know down below. What was your favorite match at WrestleMania? Mine was Kofi versus... You want me to give you my order. Kofi Daniel Bryan was number 1. Miz versus Shane was 2. And then AJ Randy Orton, 3. That's my top 3 matches from WrestleMania. What are your guys' top 3 matches of WrestleMania? Let me know down below in the comment section. Don't forget to like. Hit that like button. Comment down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Again, we have the Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. Are all down below for you guys to go follow. Let me know your rating for WrestleMania. Do you think my C+ was too light? Do you think I could have went lower? Let me know. I'm giving it a C+. If Becky gets a new belt and it's merged together, I'll bump it up to a B. But I don't have faith in WWE. I know they're going to do some fucked up fuckery shit tonight on Raw. And Becky will be holding 2 belts for like who knows how long. Till maybe SummerSlam, probably. Vince McMahon's eyes, he'll probably keep Becky having the belt until SummerSlam, like this. Until SummerSlam, until they get a new belt. Probably until SummerSlam, knowing Vince McMahon. So if you'd like, comment down below, subscribe. Catch you guys here for Monday Night Raw reactions. If anything else exciting happens on Raw. So catch you guys tonight for Raw. After Raw reactions.